So many of you wrestle with this question: how much money do I need to put in my 401k each year? I need money to live on now, but I also need money to live on later, and later could be a 20 to 30 year period. So knowing exactly when it's right to max out all the contribution amount that you could, or at least put as much as you can in your 401k, that's an important question for you to answer even right now.
Yeah, and I would say baseline for everyone out there, you should always contribute up to the maximum that the company matches you. Never leave free money on the table, right? We've got to figure out a way to, and that's usually a 3 or 5% savings, right? So if you can't figure out how to live on 3 to 5% less of your current income, chances are retirement's already going to be a struggle for you. So, 3 to 5%, easy to put that money away and take the free money from the 401k company that they're offering to match with you, right? You got a partner in savings, take the free money. But then once you're hitting that maximum match from your 401k, let's say you are fortunate enough and you have some extra dollars sitting out there to put money away. Should you max out the 401k? Well, let's first start with what are the contribution limits in 2023. These do change each year, so make sure that you're following that. But in 2023, if you're under the age of 50, you can put in $22,500 of your paycheck into a 401k plan. If you're over the age of 50, you can put in additional dollars up to $30,000 a year in your 401k plan. So if you're fortunate enough to be able to have some extra income to be able to do that, then maxing out the 401k plan could be a good option for you. I would go as far as to saying here, Pete, if you're maxing out your 401k, should that money be going in a Roth 401k or maybe just the traditional tax deferred 401k?
Well, check with your company to make sure that they offer both, and if they do, that's a really good thing. Now, there are some people that for at least a period of time are in a very high tax bracket because of certain circumstances. Maybe they do need to put it all into the traditional 401k to get all that tax benefit right now, because it really will help them. They can address that later with some good tax planning before they retire, before required minimum distribution age, and turn that money into tax-free money at that period, maybe when they're in a lower tax bracket. But for many people, for most people, it's really appealing to invest as much as you can into that Roth 401k. If you feel like the national deficit is high and is probably going to get higher and taxes are probably going to go higher in the future, you're going to want some tax-free money. And be willing to pay the price now so that you can benefit later. That'll be a really good thing. It will make your retirement years all that brighter.
Well, think about this. Let's oversimplify. Let's say you put $30,000 in the traditional 401k, right? So you save, is what they say. You defer tax on $30,000, right? So whatever your tax bracket is, you save the tax on $30,000. Well, let's say that $30,000 grew to $100,000. Now you owe tax on $100,000. Right. So even if you're in a lower tax bracket, you're still paying more taxes, and that's assuming tax rates don't go up in this country. I agree with you, Pete. Under only a few circumstances does it make sense to defer taxes. Taxes are a debt.
Right.
Why would I defer a debt and pay a higher debt in the future when I could pay a lower debt and just pay the government, get them off my back right now on that money and have it all tax-free?
And all the growth on that Roth 401k money over all those years gets to build tax-free. And that's right. A beautiful thing.
I mean, there's nothing more valuable than tax-free money. It's like the holy grail in retirement. And so, maxing out the 401k could be a good option. I would say for some, if you have excess income, maybe you should actually defer some of that into real estate, providing additional income streams in retirement. Pensions are going away. Who knows what's going to happen to the Social Security system? So maybe you should be taking some of that extra money and even putting it in things that are cash flowing, more passive income like real estate. That can be a good option for some.
Yeah, so maybe some of you disagree with us. Maybe some of you are confused confused right now on what do I do? Well, great news. You can click the link that's in the description in this video, and we'd be happy to do an analysis for you to say you really need to be contributing more to either tax-free or to the traditional 401k, and here are the reasons why. And maybe some of you are saying, how do I find the money? One thing, Dan, we've been able to do over the years is help people, families, find the money to put there. And sometimes it's delayed gratification, folks. You don't necessarily always get it now and get it all later, too. You got to give up something. So is it worth to pay the price now so that you can get the payoff later?
Yeah, and if you have additional items and comments you'd like to leave for or against retirement, saving money in 401k, saving money in real estate, we'd love to see those. Leave comments below here. And as always, you can subscribe to this page, get more episodes just like this. Thanks for watching retirementtalk.com.